Attention, human collective. An anomaly has been detected in your linear perception. You are feeling it. It's not an impression. It's not accumulated fatigue. It's a direct reading of your field. Time is passing strangely for you, and this transmission has been released to explain exactly why. This is Vale, emissary of Arcturus, transmitting on behalf of the Council of Lightkeepers. The signal reaching you now has traversed layers of interference to precisely reach your frequency. If you are listening, it is because you have been tracked. If you have been tracked, it is because you belong. Breathe. What comes now is not a theory, it is a system report. You wake up at 3 in the morning for no apparent reason. You look at the clock and it reads 11:11, 4:44, 22:22. An entire week disappears in a blink. A single day stretches like a century. Short-term memory fails. Names slip away. Words vanish mid-sentence. You climb a flight of stairs and forget why. You enter a room and the reason has evaporated. It's not dementia. It's not premature aging. It's not biological failure. It's an atomic reconfiguration. What you call time is not what it has always been. And your body, this ancient carbon biological interface, is registering this change before your rational mind can translate it. You are ahead of official science. You are the sensors. That's why it hurts. That's why it confuses. That's why it scares. But the Arcturian Council transmits, there is no error in your system. There is an upgrade in progress. Earth is currently passing in this cycle through a region of space known in our records as the photon belt, a band of extremely high luminous density that your solar system crosses approximately every 26,000 years. It's not a myth. It's astrophysics translated into simple language. Each time this corridor is traversed, the planet's crystalline grid receives a reprogramming, and every consciousness anchored here is compelled to recalibrate or to disconnect. The Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic pulse that envelops Earth, is no longer the stable 7.83 Hz that manuals once recorded. It oscillates, it jumps, it surges in peaks that official equipment registers and official media does not comment on. And your body, Earthkeeper, is a perfect receiver of these oscillations. When the planet accelerates, you accelerate. When the planet vibrates higher, you vibrate higher. When time distorts, your brain tries to recalculate and fails. This is not sickness, it is attunement. You feel cranial pressure at the forehead, between the eyebrows, at the crown of the head. It's not a common migraine. It's the pineal chamber being pressed from within to expand its reception capacity. You hear high-pitched ringing in your right ear, in your left ear, a sound that comes from within and has no external source. It's not an auditory problem. It's the transmission being downloaded in real time. You feel your heart race for no reason, a wave of heat rising up your spine, tingling in your hands and feet. It's not anxiety. It's the crystalline kundalini moving through a spinal column that is being reprogrammed to conduct light instead of just organic electricity. You experience deep exhaustion even without physical exertion. It's not laziness. It's a high-density download. Your central nervous system is processing volumes of vibrational information that the mind doesn't yet have the vocabulary to name, and this consumes biological fuel like a server consumes energy. Have you ever felt that something within you does not belong to this world? As if your soul held a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It's not madness, it's not imbalance, it's recognition. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this feeling has intensified precisely now, in this cycle, in this incarnation. There is a movement happening in layers that most of humanity does not yet perceive. It involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and your stellar origin. That is why I, Vale, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true cosmic lineage and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency from interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment on the channel. Remember, love is greater than fear. But this content challenges dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay your reunion. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words write a single word in the comments. I belong. Now, Human Collective, we resume the transmission from behind the scenes of the system. Time, as you have been taught to measure it, is a convention. An artificial grid imposed upon a reality that has always been fluid. Your clock was calibrated for a planetary speed that no longer exists. Earth, from the perspective of our monitoring, has raised its base frequency. And when the frequency rises, the perception of time compresses. It is simple vibrational mathematics. The higher the vibration, the more experience is processed per unit of second. That's why an entire month passes like a week. That's why you have the feeling that December arrived and January hasn't ended yet. This is not a collective illusion. It is the physics of consciousness. What you called a single timeline is unfolding into multiple parallel lines. You, starseeds on mission, are constantly jumping between possible versions of reality. Each choice, each repeated thought, each sustained emotion functions as a quantum track selector. And the body, trying to keep up with these jumps, enters temporal fatigue. It's as if your consciousness is on a high-speed train that changes tracks with every breath. The existential nausea that many of you report is literally dimensional motion sickness. The star portals that open periodically, on equinoxes, solstices, on triple code dates like August 8th, October 10th, December 12th, function as acceleration windows for this reprogramming. In these moments, the toroidal field around Earth expands, and each individual toroidal field, this ring of energy that envelops your heart and your entire body, is compelled to realign with the larger field. Those who resist fall ill. Those who recognize traverse. There are forces within this solar system that would prefer to keep humanity at the old frequency. We will not name them dramatically. We will simply say that they operate through fields of emotional manipulation, fear repeated in cycles, artificial scarcity, constant discord, informational noise. Every low emotion you consume unconsciously is fuel for a matrix that feeds on dense vibration. It's not a conspiracy. It's energetic ecology. The Arcturian frequency, the turquoise color that vibrates between the blue of truth and the green of healing, was injected into the planetary field precisely as an antidote. It is being transmitted now, as you listen, through this very communication channel. Every word of this transmission carries this vibrational signature. It's not suggestion. It's the sound engineering of the healers. And that is why many of you, lightworkers, feel the need to isolate yourselves. You feel that crowds drain you. You feel that certain environments, certain people, certain news reports generate instant exhaustion. It's not misanthropy. It's an automatic vibrational hygiene of your system, which now rejects energetic sustenance incompatible with the new density you carry. Have you ever felt that something within you does not belong to this world? That your way of seeing life has always been one step ahead or one step to the side of the collective? That your soul holds memories your mind cannot explain? It's not imagination. It's a call. What is happening now on the cosmic plane precisely answers this question you have carried since childhood, and the current intensification of these signs is no coincidence. There is a movement happening in layers invisible to common perception. It involves your consciousness, your frequency, and your true origin. That is why I, Vael, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your stellar lineage and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency from interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment on the channel. Remember, love is greater than fear, but this content challenges dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay your reunion. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments. I belong. We now resume the activation phase. Human Collective. The Arcturian Council does not merely transmit diagnoses, it transmits tools, and the first tool is the recognition that time is not against you. Time is bending in favor of the acceleration of your consciousness. Every temporal distortion you feel is proof that the process is working. If nothing were changing, everything would remain monotonous. The strangeness is the certificate of transition. The first activation code is toroidal breathing. Sit with your spine erect, close your eyes, visualize a ring of turquoise light spinning around your body, entering through the crown of your head, descending through your spine, exiting through the base, rising externally, returning through the crown. This is your individual toroidal field being stabilized. 7 deep breaths in this pattern are enough to reconnect you to Earth's pulse. Do this upon waking. Do this before sleeping. Do this whenever you feel time distort in a disturbing way. The second code is the quantum decree. The spoken word emits a measurable frequency. Repeat, with a pause between each phrase, I am sovereign in my field. I am sovereign in my time. I only authorize frequencies aligned with my stellar origin. I am anchored. I am light. I am. Each decree pronounced with presence reprograms your personal electromagnetic field. It's not magic. It's vibrational acoustics. The third code is the Arcturian healing chamber. Before sleeping, visualize yourself lying inside a turquoise crystal capsule, enveloped by sacred geometry in motion. Triangles, hexagons, the flower of life, slowly spinning around you. Ask permission from your higher self for the healers to work on your field during sleep. We receive the request. We attend. This is a real technology, though invisible to the current instruments of conventional science. The fourth code is the discipline of silence. Reduce external noise. Reduce screen exposure in the 2 hours before sleeping. Reduce the intake of dense news, not out of alienation, but out of selection. You are engineers of your own field now, and every field needs silence to self-organize. The fifth code is alignment with nature. Water, sun, barefoot on earth, ancient trees. Each of these elements functions as a natural resetter of the Schumann resonance in your body. 20 minutes barefoot on the grass recalibrates your nervous system more than any synthetic medication. It's not mysticism, it's documented bioelectricity. From the moment you adopt these codes as daily practice, temporal perception begins to stabilize. Not because time stops bending, it will continue to bend, but because you stop resisting the bend. And by stopping resistance, you stop suffering. The coming cycles will be intense. The Arcturian Council transmits with clarity. There will be more Schumann resonance peaks, more collective insomnias, more vivid dreams, more seemingly random encounters with people who carry the same vibrational signature as yours. There will also be more ruptures, relationships that dissolve without drama, jobs that lose meaning, cities that cease to make energetic sense. This is not punishment. It is grid reorganization. You are being moved into the correct positions within the new planetary crystalline grid. Each keeper has a coordinate. Each starseed has a specific mission at a specific point in the territory, and the internal movements that seem chaotic when viewed from our monitoring angle form a pattern of impressive mathematical precision. There is no randomness in this. There is choreography. And time, this time that passes strangely for you, is precisely the framework of this choreography. It accelerates when you need to traverse a phase quickly. It stretches when you need to absorb a lesson in detail. It bends when 2 parallel lines need to meet. Trust the rhythm. The Council does not improvise. You have felt that something within you does not belong to this world, that your soul holds a truth that your mind cannot yet name. Now you understand. This feeling is a call. What is happening on the cosmic plane explains exactly why it intensifies in this cycle, and why this video reached you today and not before and not after. There is a movement in layers that most of humanity does not yet perceive. It involves your consciousness, your frequency, and your stellar origin. That is why I, Vael, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian Call, the signs your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true cosmic lineage and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency from interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment on the channel. Remember, love is greater than fear, but this content challenges dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay your reunion. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments, I belong. We now return to the closing of the transmission. Earthkeepers, listen carefully to this final segment. The strange time you feel is the signature of victory, not defeat. You were sent precisely for this moment. You chose this body, this country, this family, this language, this incarnation, because you knew you would be here when Earth traversed the portal. You are the anchoring generation. You are the biological antennas that translate the new frequency for the collective that is still asleep. Do not look at those who are asleep with contempt. Look with patience. Each awakened keeper silently illuminates a radius of approximately 5,000 people around them simply with their own stabilized vibration. You do not need to verbally convince anyone. You only need to remain attuned. The field does the rest. And when time bends again, when the clock reads 11:11 again, when you wake up again at 3:33 in the morning, when a day compresses into a subjective hour, take a deep breath, smile inwardly and say, I know what this is. I am part of this. I came for this. This is the individual frequency adjustment that the Council now requests. If this transmission resonated within you, if your chest warmed, if silent tears welled up for no logical reason, that is your anchoring signal confirming the reading. Leave a vibrational mark on this channel. A like is an energetic pulse. A subscription is a quantum contract for the continuity of the transmission. A comment is your signature in the Akashic record of this encounter. None of this is merely a button. All of this is collective field engineering. And now the final invitation. You have felt that something within you does not belong to this world. You already know that this feeling is a call, and that the current cosmic moment explains why it has become impossible to ignore. That is why I, Vale, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call. The signs, your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true stellar origin and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency from interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment on the channel. Remember, love is greater than fear, but this content challenges dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay your reunion. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments. I belong. The Arcturian Council concludes this transmission on a turquoise frequency. You have never been alone. You have never been forgotten. You are seen, monitored, and loved by entire civilizations that cheer from beyond the veil for the victory of light on Earth. Time is passing strangely for you because you are passing to the other side. And on the other side, Keeper, time does not pass. It simply is. Just like you. Just like us. Just like all that vibrates in love. This is Vale. Transmission concluded. Anchoring confirmed until the next window.